Hello students, today I am here to do the Year-End Evaluation 2018 Department of Education Western Province paper. So this is paper 1. So you get 2 hours for that and there are 2 parts. First part A, you get 25 questions and part B you get 5 questions and spaces are given to answer the question. So you have to write down the answers in the space given. So here you can't select questions, you have to do all questions. So when it comes to 25 short questions, you get 2 marks for each question, and when you consider the time, you can spend 2 minutes and 24 seconds for one question. When it comes to part B, you get 5 questions, long questions, and one question worth 10 marks. And you can spend 12 minutes for each question in part B. So we'll see how we can do this paper. So this is part A. So you can try 1 to 6. I'll do separately. Question number 1. The monthly telephone charges of a certain household is 2,400 rupees. If the VAT charges are 15%, calculate the VAT, only the amount of tax they need. So how you calculate the amount of tax? Say VAT is equal to 15% of, that means 15 over 100 into 2,400. 2 zeros get cancelled out. 15 times 24. So multiply 24 times 15, 10 and 5. So multiply by 1 and then 5. 5 times 4, 20. 5 times 2, 10 plus 2, 12. 360 is the answer. So rupees. So that's the VAT. So 2 marks. 1 mark for the method and 1 mark for the answer. Question number 2. In the given right prism, draw the sketches of the shaded face with relevant measurements. So the base, can you see the base is a rectangle, 8. And here this length is equal to this one, 15. So you can draw a rectangle with 15 centimeter length and 8 centimeter breadth. So that's one here in the base. Now you can see a triangle now. Triangle, what are the measurements? In the triangle, that's a right angle triangle. Here this height is 6 and this is 8 centimeters and this length becomes 10. So that's the triangle. So these are the 2 shapes that you need to draw. 1 mark for one shape and the other one 1 mark. Altogether 2 marks for that. Question number 3. Using the following information, find the value of root 7 to the first approximation. So square terms given. When you take the square root of this, you get this answer. Now we have to find out which one is closer to 7. We'll take 7 and the difference between 6.7, 6 and 7, you get 0.24 is the difference here. 7.29 with 7, you get 0.29. So which one is closer? This one is closer by 0.05. 5. This one. So this is closer than that, because this one, when you subtract from 7, what is 7 minus 6.25? You get 0.75. That's more than that. So we can take this one. So closer value is square root of 7. You can take square root of 2.6 squared. That means 2.6. This is the closer value. So you get 2 marks to identify the answer and the method here. Question number 4. Solve x into x minus 2 equals 0. Product is 0. If a and b are 2 terms and product is 0, what can we say about these two? A can be 0 or b can be 0. So likewise we can say x is 0 or x minus 2 equals 0. So that means what's the x value here? X becomes minus 2 when you take it to the other side, that's 2. So 0 or 2. So you get 2 marks, 1 mark here, 1 mark there. Question number 5. According to the information given in the figure, find the value of x and y. 2 parallel lines are given. So here, what can you say about x and 110? Those are allied angles. Allied angles add up to 180. So x becomes 180 minus 110. So you can get straight away 70 degrees is x. Now what about y? Can you see? The sum of these exterior angles, sum of interior angles add up to y. X plus 50 equals y. So what's y? We found x is 70. 70 plus 50, 120. So x is 70, 1 mark. Y is 120, 1 mark. Question number 6 now. In geometric progression, second, third and fourth terms are 12, 48 and 192 respectively. Find the common ratio and the first term. So, second term 12, third term 48 and the other one is 192. So, we need to find out first term and the common ratio. So, how you find out the common ratio? Any term. We can take 48 divided by 12 is the ratio. So, what's the value? That's 4. So, ratio is 4. That means multiplied by 4. You get the next term. So, how you find out the first term? First term is, we have to do opposite way. You have to divide by 12. 12 divided by 4, you get 3. So, first term is 3, ratio is 4. So, this is, I'll write down common ratio and first term is A. So, you get 2 marks, 1 for the common ratio and 1 for first term. This is a geometric sequence. Now, you can try 7 to 12. Question number 7, simplify. So, you have to find out the lowest common multiple of x squared and 2x squared. So, lowest common multiple is 2x squared. So, that means you have to multiply this by 2 to get the same denominator. Here, no need to do anything, just you can write as it is. 2 minus 1 becomes 1. So, the answer is 1 over 2x squared. So, 2 marks for that. 1 mark and 1 mark here. Question number 8. A bus travels at the speed of 90 kilometers per hour. So this is 1 hour. Find the distance it travels within a minute. So how many minutes in 1 hour? So this means 60 minutes. So now we need for 1 minute. So what you do? We take 90 and divide by 60. 0, 0 get cancelled out. 9 divided by 6. 9 times. Here 6 times 1, 6. 30. That means 5. So 1.5 kilometers is the answer, the distance travelled within 1 minute. So 2 marks, 1 mark for this one, and dividing by 61 mark. Question number 9. Express in index from this one. This is index form. So what's index form? This one, log 381 equals 4. So we know 10 squared is 100. Remember this one, log 10 base 100 is 2. Now 10 squared is 100. So likewise you can write 3 to the power 4 is 81. So that's the index form. So you get 2 marks for this question. Question number 10. Represent the set A in a Venn diagram. Here this means integers. X is integers. In between -2 and 3, but 3 is not included and -2 included. So when you take the elements, you can write -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. Those are the elements. So how can you write in a Venn diagram? You draw a circle and you can put all the numbers inside. So -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. 0 also we can consider as an integer. So 1 mark here, 1 mark to identify the elements. Question number 11. When 2 identical coins are tossed simultaneously, find the probability that at least one coin shows head. So at least one coin shows head means, so what are the possibilities? Head, head. Either 1 or 2 doesn't matter. Head, tail. We get one head here. Tail, head, one head. That's all. So you can't take tail, tail. So no heads there. So how you find out these 3? Either you can do calculate separately and add it. So probability of at least one head means these possibilities you can add. Head, head plus head, tail, tail, head. So what's head, head means? Half times half. 2 coins. Half times half. This is also half times half. And here also half times half. 1/4. So 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 3 times 3/4. Or what's the other method you can do? You can take this 1 minus probability of getting tail, tail. Because all the other possibilities are at least one head and only tail, tail is the only possibility we can't take. So 1 minus that. So 1 minus half into half means 1/4. So that means 4/4 minus 1/4, you get 3/4. So either you can use this or this method. So which one is easy? This method is easier than that. Now take question number 12. Find the least common multiple of 3ab and 2ba squared. So here you have to take all the terms 3ab. Here 2b and a squared. So when you take distinct terms, maximum power we have to take. So when you take the maximum power, so what's the lowest common multiple? Now, lowest common multiple, so you have to take 2, 3, and when you take a squared, you have to take and b once. So what's the answer? 2 times 3 is 6, a squared, b. So that's the lowest common multiple. So you can get 2 marks, 1 mark and 1 mark to identify. Now you can try 13 to 18. Question number 13. Are the two triangles ABC and PQR congruent? If so, write the relevant case of congruency. So look at carefully. This is a right angle triangle. So BAC angle and RQP angle both are 90 degrees. Then this is 6 and the other side also 6. AB is equal to PQ. That's 6 centimeters. And also, now look at this one. This is 40. So what is this angle? This is 50 degrees. 90 minus 40. So now you can see BCA angle is equal to PRQ angle. That's opposite to 6 centimeter length. So both are equal. So that means these two triangles are congruent. You can say ABC triangle is congruent to PQR triangle. So what's the case? One side and two angles. So angle, side. So you get 1 mark to identify the case and checking that this is congruent, 1 mark. So altogether 2 marks for that. Question number 14. Solve the inequality x minus 1 less than or equal to 2 and represent the solution on the number line given below. So we'll solve that first. Take minus 1 to the other side. X becomes 2 plus 1. That's x is less than or equal to 3. 3 is also included. So we draw a solid circle above 3 and then draw. This is less means left hand side. So we draw the arrow towards this side. So that's less than side. So you get 1 mark for this step and 1 mark to draw the number line. Question number 15. According to the information given in the figure, find the value of x. What can you say about this one? If this is 130, what is this angle? 50. 180 minus 130. Now we can see x is the exterior angle. So what's x? 70 plus 50. Sum of opposite interior angles. 70 plus 50 is 120. So you get 2 marks. 1 mark for identify this angle and 1 mark here. Question number 16. Given below are the first 8 data when a group of 15 data is written in ascending order. So 4, 7, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, 11. This is in order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Write the median and the first quartile of the group of data. So how you find out the median? 8 divided by 2. You get 4. That means we are taking 4th and 5th. You get 2 middle values when you get even number of data set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4, 5. You take the average. So median is equal to 8 plus 9 divided by 2. You get 8.5. Now first quartile, Q1. So what you do? 8 divided by 4. That means second term and add 1. That's the third term. Second and third term. 1, 2, 3. So these two. You have to take. So Q1 is equal to 7 plus 7 divided by 2. You get 7. So 1 mark for finding median and 1 mark for first quartile. Question number 17. In the triangle ABC, AB is equal to AC. So this is an isosceles triangle. If this is an isosceles, if this is Y, this is also Y. Now you can write down an equation. The sum of angles in a triangle is 180. 2 plus 1, here 4y is 180. What's y? 180 divided by 4. 4, 16, for 20 that's 5. So 45 degrees. 1 mark here and 1 mark for the answer. Question number 18. A man who is at the top P of a vertical building PR observes a car Q which is 15 meters away from the foot of the building. So this is 15 meters. At an angle of depression of 60 degrees. Mark the given information in the diagram with relevant measurements. So we have to mark the angle of depression. So we'll draw the line first. I'll draw a broken line here from here. What's the angle? 60 degrees down. This angle is 60 degrees. So that's the angle of depression. So you get 2 marks for that. Marking this value and this one, you get 2 marks. Now you can try question 19 to 25. Question number 19. A is given 2 minus 1 and B is 2 by 2 matrix. Obtain the product AB of the two matrices. We need to first identify whether you can multiply. A is 1 row, 2 columns, 1 into 2. B, 2 rows and 2 columns, 2 into 2. Here these two numbers are equal, means you can multiply. And what's the size of the matrix you are getting? 1 times 2. 1 row and 2 columns. So we multiply now. 2 minus 1. So how you get 2 values here? First row with first column. 2 with 1. That's 2. And minus 1 with 2. Minus 2. That's the first value. And the second value you get 2 with 0. That's 0. And minus 1 with minus 1 plus 1. So what's the final one? 2 minus 2 is 0 and 1. The matrix 0, 1 as the answer, but size is 1 into 2. So you get 2 marks. 1 mark here and 1 mark for the calculations. Question number 20. According to the information given in the circle with the center O, find the value of x. Center O. So that means this is radius, and this is also radius. All lengths are equal. So what can you say about this? This is a diameter. So this is 90 degrees. Semicircle angle is 90 degrees and this is an isosceles triangle. So this becomes 65. So how you find out? X. X becomes 90 minus 65. Because this whole angle is 90, this part is 65, 90 minus 65. When you subtract this, you get 25 degrees. So x becomes 25. So you get 1 mark for method and 1 mark for the correct answer. Question number 21. This is also about circles. According to the information given in the circle with the center O, find the values of A and B. Can you see this is the angle subtends at the center and this is on the circumference. So A is 50. Same segment angles are equal. So when you take these 2 points, so this and this same segment angles, these are equal. And what about B? B is twice as the angle subtended on the circumference. So 2 times 50, 100 degrees. So 1 mark for A and 1 mark for B. Question number 22. Volume of a right circular cylinder is 1540 cubic centimeters. If the height of it is 10 centimeters, find the radius. So what's the volume of the cylinder? Pi r squared h. H is the height. So 22 over 7. R is not given. Your radius r. And we don't know about the radius. What they ask? If the height of it is 10, find the radius. So we have to find out the radius. Height is 10. What's the volume? 1540. Now make r squared as the subject of the formula. So this one multiplied by 7, divide by 22 and 10. 1 0 get cancelled out. 11 times 2, 11 times 1, 11 and 44, that's 4. So 2 times 7. 7 times 7, 49 or 7 squared. So r squared is 7 squared means what's the r value? R is 7. So this is in centimeters. So the radius is 7. So 1 mark here and 1 mark for the method. Question number 23. The radius of the given circle with the center O is 15 centimeters. So that means if we connect this one, this is 15. According to the given information, find the length of the chord AB. Now using the Pythagoras theorem, we can find out this length. So we know according to the theorem, the line drawn, perpendicular line drawn from the center intersects with the chord at the midpoint of that. So this length is equal to this length. So these two lengths are equal. So AB becomes double of that. So first use the Pythagoras theorem. We'll put A. A squared is equal to 15 squared minus 9 squared. 15 times 15, 225. 9 times 9, 81. Subtract. So you get 144 when you take the square root. This is 12 square. A becomes 12 centimeters. So what's the AB length then? AB length becomes 2 times 12. 24 centimeters. So you get 2 marks there. 1 mark here and finding A value 1 mark. Question number 24. In the given diagram, draw a sketch of relevant construction lines to locate a point D, which is equidistant to the lines AB and AC. So what you can do? You can take the compass and draw the angle bisector. For that, you can take the compass certain distance, and how you draw a angle bisector? You take certain distance, draw an arc here, then take the compass from here and draw the other 2 arcs. Then you can take this point with this intersecting point. So that's the angle bisector. So angle bisector, and it's 10 meters away from A. So that means 10 meters. So here this should be meters. So where's D? So when you draw this arc 10 meters away, D is here. So I'll delete this one. This should be in meters. So that's the D point. So marking the point D, angle bisector 1 mark, and the point 1 mark. And this is the last question in part A. Find the gradient of the straight line which passes through the points. So how you find out the gradient? We know, if you know the 2 points, you can take the difference y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So 6 minus 2, 3 minus 1. 6 minus 2 is 4, 3 minus 1 is 2. 4 divided by 2, that's 2. So the gradient of this line is 2. So 1 mark here and 1 mark for the method. So this is the last question in part A. Now we'll look at part B. So part B, you get 5 questions. You can spend 12 minutes per question and you get 10 marks for each question. So you can try 1 and 2. Question number 1. In a certain library, there are only Sinhala medium and English medium books. 1/4 of the total number of books are Sinhala medium novels and 1/5 of the total are Sinhala medium science frictions. What fraction of the total number of books are Sinhala medium novels and Sinhala medium science frictions? So basically you have to add the 2. So we'll add 1/4 and 1/5. So what's the lowest common multiple? That's 20. Convert to 20, that means 5 times 1, 5. This is 4 times 1, 4. 5 plus 4, that's 9 over 20 is the total number of books of Sinhala medium novels and science frictions. So you can get 2 marks for this part. Part 2, 7/11 of the remaining books are English medium books. Express the number of English medium books as a fraction of the total number of books. So first we have to find out the remaining amount. Remaining amount is 1 minus 9 over 20. So that means 20 over 20 minus 9 over 20. So you get 1. So 11 over 20. So that's the remaining number of books. So 7/11 of the remaining books are English medium. So what's the fraction? English medium books you get 7/11 of the remaining 11 over 20. So 11/11 get cancelled out. That's 7 over 20. So that's the number of English books as a fraction. So you get 2 marks for that step as well. Now look at the third part. What fraction of the total number of books are the difference between the number of Sinhala medium books and the number of English medium books? Now we found out number of English books is English medium books 7 over 20. So we can find out Sinhala books fraction. Sinhala books as a fraction is 1 minus 7 over 20. So you can do 20 over 20 minus 7 over 20. So 13 over 20 is the number of Sinhala books. Now the difference between these two is equal to 13 over 20 and 7 over 20. You get 6 over 20. You can simplify and write 3 over 10. So that's the difference. So you get here 4 marks you can get because you are finding this one and take the difference. So 3 marks we can give. 3 marks enough. So here 2, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 marks there. So 7 already given. So what's the last part? If that amount is 1200, find the total number of books in the library. So what's the difference we got? 3 over 10. 3 over 10 means 1200. So what is 1 over 10 means? One part you have to divide by 3. And to find out total you have to multiply by 10. Total number of books in the library is equal to 1200 divided by 3 multiplied by 10. So you get 400 into 10, 4000 books are there. So we can give 3 marks for this part. So altogether 10 marks for the whole question. Question number 2, you can do that. That's about area. Perimeter. So do it and check your answers. I'll do it here. Figure shows a logo prepared using a metal lamina. It consists of PEQ. PEQ semicircle with the radius 21 and ABCD square with the length of side 14 centimeters. Take pi as 22 over 7 for the following calculations. Find the arc length of the PEQ semicircle. So PEQ arc length. So arc length is equal to half into 2 pi r. Now we know pi is 22 over 7. So what's the radius? 21. 7 times 3, 2 times 2. So 3 times 22, 66 centimeters is the arc length. So you can get 2 marks for this step. Now we'll look at the next one. Find the perimeter of the logo. Perimeter means you have to find out the outer length. So we found out PEQ, arc length. So that's 66. So that part is okay. Now we know this whole thing is 21 and 21, 42. 42 minus this length is 14. So you have to take 42 minus 14. That's this part and this part. Now we found out this and this. Now how many 14s are there? 1, 2, 3 and 14 times 3. Add it, 66. 42 minus 14, you get 8 and 2. And 14 times 3, 42. Now add it, 10 plus 6, 16, 1 remaining, 7 plus 2, 9, 9 plus 4, 13. So 136 centimeters is the perimeter. So you get 2 marks for that. So how many questions altogether? 4 parts. So you get 3 marks here. 1 mark for this and 2 marks for the calculation. So altogether 3 marks. Part 3, find the area of the logo. How do you find out the area? Area is the area of the semicircle. Half pi r squared plus area of the square. 14 squared. 14 times 14. So we will substitute half. Pi means 22 over 7. Radius is 21. 21 into 21. And 14 into 14 is the area of the square. 2 with this 11, 7 with this 3. 11 times 63. 14 times 14, 196. You can multiply and get the answer. So how you multiply by 11? What's the easiest way to multiply by 11? You write down 6 and 3 separately and 6 plus 3, 9 here. 693. 693 plus 196. 889 square centimeters, because this is about an area. So you get again 3 marks for this. So earlier 2 for this and 3, 5. And here 3 marks. 3 marks for this. Altogether 8. Now we'll look at the last part. If rectangular shaped portion with the length of side equal to PQ and with the area equals to the 3 times of the ABCD square is fixed to the PQ side length side instead of ABCD. Instead of this one, they are attaching another shape. Draw a sketch of it with relevant measurements in the same figure. So how you find out the width? Now we know the length of this is 21 and 21, that's 42 centimeters. So 42 centimeters is this PQ length. 21 and 21, 42 centimeters. Now we need to find out what's the width of the rectangle. So what is the area? Area, it says 3 times of ABCD square. So what's the area of the square? That's 196. We found out area of the square 196. Now it says this area is 196 into 3. So what's that? You can keep it. But we know this length is 21 plus 21, 42. So 42 times width we'll take as B, breadth. We can find out breadth. So what's breadth? 196 into 3 divide by 42. So divide 3 times 1 here, 3 times 4. And 14 times 14 is 196. So this is 14. So what's the length? 14 centimeters. So what you can do, you can draw a rectangle here with breadth 14. So you can continue this rectangle. So this is what the shape is. It's a rectangle. Now this is the new figure. 14 centimeters is the breadth and 42 centimeters is the length of the diagram. So here draw a sketch. So we can give 2 marks for this. Just to identify the breadth, here 1 mark, and showing in this diagram you can get 1 mark. So altogether you get 10 marks. Now you can try question number 3 and 4. So we'll do it separately. Question number 3. Ravindra loaned 4 million rupees at a compound interest rate of 12% and decided to import a car from that money. Find the interest to be paid at the end of the first year. Find the interest to be paid at the end of the second year. So find the total amount that Ravindra has to pay to settle the loan after 2 years. So we'll do it step by step. Part 1. Find the interest to be paid at the end of the first year. So this is compound interest. So what's the interest? Just the interest we need. Interest is 12% of 4 million. 2 zeros get cancelled out. So you get 48 and 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. 480,000 rupees. So that's the interest. Then this is just one part. We can give 2 marks for that. Part 2, find the interest to be paid at the end of the second year. This is compound interest, not the simple interest. So interest for the second year, we have to find out the amount now. 4 million plus 480,000. So you get 4,480,000 is the amount now. Adding the interest from the first year to the initial value. So this amount again, 12% compound interest. So 12% we have to find. So that's the interest for the second year. 2 zeros get cancelled out. First 448 multiplied by 12. 10 and 2. 2 times 8, 16. 2 times 4, 8 plus 1, 9. 2 times 4, 8. So this is the amount. 5, 3, 7, 6 and 2 zeros. So 537,600 rupees is the interest for the second year. So you get 2 marks for this. Now we'll look at the third part. Find the total amount that Ravindra has to pay to settle the loan after 2 years. So the amount is the initial value, 4 million, and the interest after first year, that's 480,000, and 600 is the interest for the second year. So you have to add everything together. 0067. So this is the total amount he needs to pay, 5,17,600 rupees. So I can give 3 marks for this one. Now we'll look at the fourth part. When a car is imported, 60% of its value has to be paid as custom duty. He decided to pay the duty and the import value using only the above loaned amount. That's 4 million. Find the import value of that car that he can buy. So that means 60%. If you buy for 100, you have to pay 160. So if it's 100, you have to pay 160 rupees. So here, if you take 60%, that means if it's 100, you have to pay 160 rupees. So what's the value of the car? So you can find out the value of the car is so the loan amount is 4 million. So 4 million, divide by 160 and multiply by 100. You have to do other way around. So 1 0 get cancelled out. 4 times 1, 4 times 4. Then here you get 4 times. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. 4 times here 25. 1, 2, 3. So what's the value? 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2,500,000 rupees is the value of the car. So for this part, you are getting 3 marks. Now we'll look at the question number 4. That's about statistics. So try this one. You get 5 parts. Part 1, an incomplete table of values and a histogram which is represent the mass of grade 11 students in a certain school are given below. The interval 35 to 40 denotes the mass greater than or equal to 35 and less than 40. So this is equal, 35 but 40 is not equal. Fill in the blanks in the table using the histogram. So first you have to identify the length, the width of the interval. This is 5. This is 10. This is 5, 5. This is 15 and 5. So see, you need to divide. So when you are dividing, so that means this one you have to divide by, if you divide by 5, everything, this is 2, 1, 1, 3 and 1. So what's the new frequency here? 15 divided by 3, that's 5 here. All the other frequencies are okay. And here we can refer this one. This is 1 means you can write as it is. So this becomes 8. This one 40 to 50 is here each one 6 and 6. So when you draw the line here, 6 and 6 becomes 12 here altogether. 50 to 55, that's 1. That means here straight away you can take the value, that's 10. So identifying these 3 values, you get 2 marks. 2 marks for that. And now we'll complete the table. So we'll see how we can complete the histogram. using the table. So we found out this is 8, 12, 10. 12, 10. Now we'll draw the lines. 10 is there. 11. Here we need this one 5. We checked before. We have to multiply by 5. So you get 3 here instead of this. All the other frequencies are the same. 3 divided by 5, not 3. So this is 5. Because 15 is there, when you divide by 5, that's 3. So you have to divide by 3. So 11. Now draw the histogram. 11 means in between. And here, that's up to here. And this is 5. 5 is here. Up to 75. 60 to 75, that's 5. And the other one is 75 to 80, that's 4. Now you can continue these bars. So that's the histogram. So you get marks for that. Draw a frequency polygon using the completed histogram. So how you draw the frequency polygon? You have to mark the midpoints, midpoint of each bar. Separate bars you have to consider. And after that you mark the here and before here. Now you can complete the frequency polygon. Here, here, and here. And then you complete this line as well. That's a polygon. Complete this side as well. So you get the frequency polygon here. So I'll use different color. Red color to make sure that you see all the lines clearly. That's the frequency polygon. So you get histogram 3 marks, histogram 4 marks, and polygon 3 marks. So 4 plus 3, 7. 7 plus 2, 9. And you have 2 more parts. So that means you can't give that much marks. So we'll reduce. 2 more parts are there. So we'll take 2 marks here and 2 marks there. 2 for the histogram and 2 for the polygon. So 4 and 2, 6. And the last one, how many students are there in the class? So we know this is 8, 10 and 8, 12 and 10. Now how many students are there? You can add it. 8 plus 12 plus 10 plus 11 plus 15 plus 4. So what's the total? 8 plus 12, 20, 30, 40, 50, 56 and 60. So altogether 60 students are there. So what's the percentage of students who weigh 55 kilograms or more? So this is 55 is not included here. So these 3, 11 plus 15 plus 4, that's 30. So 30 students out of 60 into 100 as a percentage. So you get 50% is the answer. So how you get marks? 2 marks for the total and 2 marks here. Altogether 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 marks for the whole question. Now we'll look at the next one. Last question about probability. You can try that. In a certain cattle farm, there are 2 male animals and 3 female animals. It is decided to give 2 randomly selected animals to Nimal and Sunil. Represent the relevant sample space of the event, selecting 2 animals randomly in the given grid. Male animals are denoted by M and female animals are denoted by F. So, animal received by Nimal and animal received by Sunil. Mark the event, one selected animal being a male and the other selected one being a female in the grid, and find its probability. First we'll do what are the outcomes and see. Think about, okay, animal received by Nimal is M1. Can we give the same animal to Sunil? We can't. So, only possibilities are these 4. If this is M2, you can't give the same animal here. M2 you can't. Other possibilities are there. If this is F1, you can't take this. If this is F2, you can't take this. And if this is F3, you can't give the same. So altogether how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 10 here. 20 altogether. So 20 outcomes are there. Mark the event. One selected animal being a male and the other selected animal is a female. So how we mark the other parts? So here male and female. So this one male and female, male and female. Here male with female, these 3. And female with male, these 2. This female with male 2. So this is the diagram for the event. So we can mark it like this. So this is the event here. So we'll take event A. One animal is female and the other one is male. So what's the probability? Probability of getting A. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 out of 20. So 6 here you can divide by 2, 6 and 10. Again divide by 2, 3 and 5. So the probability is 3/5. So we'll give marks. Identify this one 2 marks and 2 marks here. Now we'll do the next one. Complete the given tree diagram by marking the relevant probabilities which is drawn to represent the animal received by Nimal. So it's given male animal 2/5. So what's the probability of getting female? This should be 3/5. So that's the tree diagram because only one animal is giving. Fourth one, among the 5 animals in the cattle farm, only 2 female animals can provide milk. Extend the above tree diagram to represent the event that the animal received by Nimal can be able to provide milk or not, and find the probability that the animal received by Nimal can be able to provide milk. So we can extend the female animals into 2 parts, provide milk or not provide milk. So here out of 3 females, it's 3 females are there. Out of 3 females, it says only 2 female animals can provide milk. So this is 2/3. So this becomes 1/3. So this is the diagram for this one, and find the probability that the animal received by Nimal can be able to provide milk. So probability of providing milk is this branch. You have to take 3/5 female, 3/5 and 2/3 can provide milk. So you get 2/5 as the answer. So that's the probability. So we'll give marks for this part. So you can give here 1 mark, here for writing down the probability, and 2 marks for this one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 3 marks for finding the probability. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So altogether 10 marks. So this is the last question in paper 1.